Alright, hi everybody, welcome back to episode 2. To be honest, I recorded episode 1 like 2 years ago, or a year ago or something like that. I haven't done these voices in a year. Alright. Did you come here to cover the welcoming event? You betcha. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. What time did the event start? It started after the rain started pouring. It had been raining all morning long. The president's plane just got here at 1:45 p.m. Then the president's speech began around 2 p.m. When did the shooting occur? I reckon it happened sometime around 2:20 p.m. So it occurred 20 minutes before the speech began. Yup, it was right then and there. The sound of gunshots ripped through the air. And the poor old president collapsed on stage. Did the president actually collapse on stage?
The bodyguards escorted him to the plane, sir.
Ah, y'all have to pardon my embellishments. Sometimes I get a little carried away. It seems that it would be best if I took this woman's testimony with a grain of salt. Did you see anything? Is there anywhere to recover the lost footage?
Yeah,
About that. That'll be difficult.
why's that, pal? Can't you just repair the footage piece by piece?
But the tape was crushed to pieces. Crushed to pieces? That's right, the guests in the audience were stepping all over the tape. The director's gonna kill me. Alright. Well, I don't know. How did the tape fall out of the camera, like, and get to the... I don't know, this guy's suspicious, right? How would the tape just fall out and be trampled? Who knows? Also, these people are still very close to the crime scene, and I can't talk to them. The game crashed? Well, gonna have to restart that one. But I switched to an actual DS, so now it, like, I don't know. I thought it would be better, but no, this is official Nintendo stuff. Don't worry about it. Girls only Nintendo. Yeah. That's for a future Let's Play. Let's see. It was a fan translation, by the way. There was no, like, official release for this game, so... Whoopsies. Nope, and I dropped my stylus. It's the newsman for the local media. The tire tracks are stuck in the mud.
That reminds me of the time I helped you push out your car out of the mud, sir. You just drove off and left me behind.
Oh my god.
I was totally bummed out.
Now that he mentions it, I do seem to recall something like that happening.
But 15 minutes later, you did a U-turn and came and picked me back up. I was expecting of Mr. Ashworth, sir. I knew you wouldn't forget about me, sir.
Yes, of course. Of course not. What about this trash? Y'all need to go through the garbage? You prosecutors got a tough job. Detective Gumshoe.
Right away, sir.
God. So I just like this guy's like my lackey. I feel kind of bad. Miles just treats him pretty badly. So it's the detective's job to go through the trash. Prosecutors don't want to dirty their hands.
Let's see. Hope we find something good.
The detective seems to be a little too eager to search through these trash cans.
This is a winning popsicle stick. Detective. Oh, sorry, sir. Well, let's see here. Something related to the case. Look what I found, sir.
Yes, good work. Let's have a closer look. Ooh. Okay. Here, I'll make this the main screen. You get to see me do this live, because there you go. Good enough. Okay.
Yes, sir. Just give me the word and I'll spin the evidence round and round.
Hold the R button and use the D-pad to rotate the object to the desired viewing. If you want to zoom out, I'll move the evidence for you, sir. Oh, whoops, that's Gumshoe. Press the X and Y button to zoom in and zoom out. If you find something suspicious, please let us know immediately, sir. Oh, whoops, that's Gumshoe again. And then we move the cursor to the spot of interest and press A on it. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, pretty cool. Let's examine the buckle. Oh my god, it's 3D! Whoa! This is amazing. I didn't expect that. It's a document of some sort. Let's see. President's security detail.
These are the plans. These are the plans for the president's security, sir.
Oops. Okay, let me get rid of this. It depicts the security layout.
The bodyguards' names are written on here too. Rookie and Knightley. Those two guys from the photo, sir. Whoa. It's like that game you play. Chess? I wouldn't know. I play
checkers. By the way, that line made me laugh so much. The bodyguard's not from the Republic of Zhang Fa. It seems like the president's hired a local security firm. Why didn't he use the police force of Zhang Fa? You want to know the real reason? There's another big scoop. Do you know something about it? I was just at the Zhang Fa embassy the other day fixing to get some news material. That's when I heard. It sounds like the president's got plenty of enemies. He also don't get along too well with the top brass of Zhang Fa police. I see. He doesn't even trust the people of his own country. This could be related to the assassination attempt. Yes. I'm so glad they called Miles Edgeworth to get these fine details extracted from the case. Security plans darted in my organizer. Yes.
Why would this document be in the bag?
That is strange indeed. It concerns the safety of the president. Normally it would be under tight security.
This bag, there's something else in it, sir. Oh! This is...
Rookie mistake.
It's a gun! Mr. Edgeworth, could this bag belong to the...
Oh,
no way!
Indeed. It is possible that the assassin may have thrown it away. Only possibly. It's a revolver. For something like this to be in a place like this... Just take the revolver with me everywhere. I'll need this for evidence purposes. Yes. Is this work of the professional assassin?
He must have used that document to carry out the crime, sir.
No way. This revolver. I'll need to take a closer look at it. Yes. It's a gun. Oh, wait. I can... Whoa! Whoa, it's 3D! Oh, wow, that's so cool. Okay. Bang, bang! Let's see. This would be the grip. I've held the grip of several guns in the past, but it's never been a very pleasant feeling. This gun fired 2 bullets? That matches the number of gunshots heard.
This must be the murder weapon, sir.
Maybe like the barrel of the gun I have to explore. I don't really know. Oh, the red dot sight. This is a laser pointer.
It's an implement to attach to a gun to help you aim with a laser, sir.
Just press here and... Gumshoe, what are you doing?
It's a firing laser, sir. Oh, it's firing red laser, sir.
Did the assassin use this laser pointer to target the president? I'll keep this in my logic for later. Still, there's something about this laser pointer. I think it's a good time to go over the pieces of information I have collected. Revolver data jotted in my organizer.
This bag has provided us with lots of useful evidence. Dumpster diving really paid off, sir.
Good work, detective. I have one more request. Whoopsies. Please tell the forensics team.
I saw white for a second, sir.
Please tell the forensics team that the gun in the bag on it for fingerprints. Just check the evidence.
Yes, sir.
I wonder if we could obtain fingerprints. That would be a huge breakthrough in our investigation.
Just like that, I've got the revolts back, sir.
That was fast.
Of course. I made them double time it. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any fingerprints, sir.
Are you just shooting? You did a thorough search. That was like 2 seconds. I don't know, Gumshoe. It's kind of sounding like you're the killer, if I would say so.
Of course, we combined every inch. Oh, we combed every inch. We even took out the bullets and examined them, sir.
As expected, it won't be this easy. Let's use logic to connect some things together. In our mind space brain, we're gonna connect the red mole to the laser pointer. And hopefully that works. I don't know. Never really done this before. I've solved the mystery of the red mole.
You mean it's not a bug bite, sir?
It's nothing like a bug bite or an itchy rash. This is the light from the laser pointer.
You mean a gun was aimed at the president's forehead?
And right after that, the second gunshot was heard.
That's certainly more than just an itch, sir.
Indeed, I'm concerned for the president's well-being. It's becoming more and more likely that this gun was the weapon that was used in the attack. Assassin's revolver data updated in my organizer. Found in the trash can, 2 shots are fired, laser pointer attached. Okay.
But why did the criminal use a laser pointer, sir?
That's right, they would have had a beam of light shining from their hands. Pew, pew, pew. Way too conspicuous. And if you follow the path of the laser, you will find out that who fired the shot.
That's not good at all.
Oh yeah, I also took some other photos. Maybe the light from the laser pointer was captured on those. It's a long shot, but there may be a chance. Kay, could you show me those photos? Coming right up. Firstly, the photo from before the incident. Your face is taking most... Your face is taking up most of the frame. I want to get a 2-shot of me and the president. It was taken a little before the gunshots. And here's the one I showed you right before. This is right before the gunshot. And immediately after that, a second gunshot rang out. And then... What's this? You can't really see much in this photo. After that last photo, one of the guests came running and knocked me down. It just took a shudder. This doesn't look too
Oh, this doesn't look too helpful, pal.
Well, those are all the photos I took. Kay's camera data updated in my organizer. I'd like to examine these in a bit more detail. Investigation. Oh, okay. Let's do before the incident. Where can the light from the laser pointer be seen? Alright, let me get this full screen. Probably... Oh, here. On this guy's, like, little lapel. Do I have to click exactly? Oh, I have to click present. I found it. Look just in front of this person in the red hood. Ah, there! Yes, that's probably the light from the laser pointer.
And that red-hooded person
would be the assassin. We did it! It's all thanks to me, right? Right. As expected, the great thief has stolen the truth. Perhaps the criminal can also be seen in the other photos. Let me examine these photos one more time. Where could the red-hooded assassin be seen? Nowhere. What do you mean? I guess, like, maybe in the reflection of... Here, this guy's glasses, the reflection. Maybe. From this point, it is clear which way the assassin ran.
This is hard for me to say, sir.
What is it? This isn't like you. Say it clearly.
Sir, I have no clue what you're talking about. You're doing the thing again, sir.
No clue.
Absolutely no clue, sir.
It seems I was mistaken. Let me try a different spot. We'll do after the incident. I don't think you can see the red-hooded man. Oh, there he is. There he is, back there. Get him. The red-hooded assassin. What an original name I just came up with.
It looks like they're escaping in the panic, sir.
We can see the direction they ran in. Ah, the samurai dog banner. Right. The assassin escaped towards the right side of the audience area. Detective Gumshoe!
Got it, sir. We'll investigate the right side of the audience area.
I'm counting on you. Shouldn't they just, like, clear the area?
We'll just keep moving people around like a little shuffleboard.
I swear, if everyone's... Ooh, whoa. What am I looking at? The red-hooded assassin. Since the park was sealed off, there's nowhere they could have gone off to. Oh, they're trapping everyone in. If we follow the trail, we can catch them directly. Now then, let's continue with the investigation. Isn't this like kidnapping? We're just holding all of the people in the park? No one may leave this park until we figure out who the assassin is. We'll definitely find traces of the assassin. Oh, they're all gone. Maybe they're like in a holding area. I don't know. Target practice. Well, that's pretty on the nose. Let's see. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. Okay. So what could possibly be here? I have no idea. The reflection of the pond, of course. Oh wait, I could see the reflection of the sky in the puddle. After the rain stopped.
Was that haiku, sir? You're a poet, Mr. Edgeworth.
That was not my intention. I just do it naturally because of how smart and cool I am. Well then, how would you be able to describe it?
How's this, sir? The rain leaves behind a puddle. Just like Mr. Edgeworth's logic leaves behind me in a muddle.
Not bad for a poet. Not good for a detective. Okay. You know, this game certainly has a charm to it that I like. It's growing on me.
It's a ladybug, sir.
It's a red button, sir.
It's a red button, sir. Could this be?
Oh, wait, it actually is. It's evidence. Nice. This could be related to the person in the red hood. It's a cheap-looking food stall made out of plywood. They're selling samurai dogs. Dogs? Samurais? Wait, could the person have been a dog? No, I don't know.
Mr. Edgeworth, I've got $2, sir.
Am I imagining things, or are you suggesting we take a snack break during our investigation?
Of course not, sir. I just thought, it could be helpful to our investigation.
I'll buy you a box when we're finished with the investigation.
I'm sorry, sir.
Huh, what? What's with that look in your face? Is there a problem?
No, that was just unexpected, sir.
Oh, me being nice? Yeah, it is. I didn't expect it either. All right, let's see. Target practice. The flag from the shooting booth is lying on the ground. The crowd probably knocked it over. Judging from all the footprints on the flag, there must have been quite a panic.
Do you know where I can buy these flags, sir?
Why do you want to know? Are you going to write Gumshoe on the flag and carry it around with you?
How did you know, sir? Don't tell me, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you read my mind, sir?
I meant it as a joke, though, for him to actually have thought that. I just like the idea that in this world, every single person is, like, gullible except for Miles Edgeworth. And he's, like, amazing everybody with very simple, like, this umbrella is red, is it not? Perhaps it belongs to the Red Crusader.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you're a genius.
There are toy rifles lined up neatly on top of the counter. Oh, interesting.
Oh, it's a shooting booth, sir.
Why would they have a shooting booth at a presidential speech? Huh? Okay,
I don't mean to brag, but I'm pretty good at these.
Let's see. So, I don't see anything else that's particularly, like, I saw this little button. Oh wait, no, there's something under. There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, please check underneath the food stall.
Something stuck down there? Oh, let me eat it. Let me see.
This is a red raincoat. Could this be the assassin's? It appears he got rid of his raincoat before he ran away. Man, this is not a good criminal. He left so much evidence behind. I think in, like, real life case, this would be, like, open and shut, you know what I mean? This sleeve, it's inside out. It's also missing a button. The red button with the raincoat sleeve. Let's connect it. It looks like the fallen button came from the raincoat. It probably fell off when the assassin took off with the raincoat.
If you look closely, you can see the right sleeve's inside out, sir.
It appears they took it off in a hurry. The button was probably torn off. After shooting the president, the assassin has disposed of the gun in the bag in the garbage bin. Then, during the panic, they moved from the left to the right side of the audience area. The bullet's trajectory led us to suspect someone who was in the audience, left side of the audience area. The assassin then took off the raincoat and hid it under the stand. It's all coming together smoothly. The assassin was in a hurry to remove the raincoat. That's why there are no signs of the right sleeve that was hastily removed. And if that's the case, why is the sleeve on the left not in the same state?
Ah, the sleeve isn't inside out.
On the contrary, the button is still tightly fixed.
What do you mean, sir? What is he talking about?
To find the answer, we must examine the raincoat in detail. Alright. Awfully flat raincoat. You know, it got compressed from the mud. Let's see. So there's no way for me to click the other button. This raincoat is a brilliant bright red. Just looking at it makes me want to charge at it. Like in a bullfight.
Yeah, my heart is always fired up like a bull.
I'd say you're simple-minded. I just say you're simple-minded. Okay. Well, good talk, everybody. I'd like to investigate the inside of this raincoat. There's so much, like, anticipation of flipping over this raincoat. Oh, there it is. This is a bloodstain. Judging by the location, this is most likely the assassin's own blood. So we're looking for someone who's injured, sir. Not just any injury, detective. An injury on their left arm.
What do you mean, sir?
The criminal was in a hurry to take off their coats. That's why their sleeves are inside out. On the other hand, the left sleeve remained unchanged. How does this difference arise? Quite simply, the assassin couldn't get his arm through the left sleeve. If you think about it like that, it all starts to add up. Furthermore, the bloodstain was on the left side of the raincoat.
I see, so we couldn't get his injured arm to fit in the sleeve.
It's all coming together. So we have blood DNA, we have the murder weapon, which has no prints apparently. Pictures of the assassin. This is an open and shut case already. Detective Gumshoe, I want you to pull the assassin out of the crowd. Someone with an injured arm, right? You must have a good head on your shoulders if you didn't see me through, Mr. Prosecutor. Finding the assassin with only that much evidence shouldn't be a problem at all. That's our Mr. Edgeworth. Dude, they're so impressed. This was handed to us on a platter, you know what I mean? With everyone in the park sealed in, I should mount some kidnapping charges. The assassin should still be within the crowd. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe.
Mr. Edgeworth, we found a suspicious person in that condition, sir.
That's gotta be the assassin. Kay, we haven't proven that this person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. I would call them a suspect. I got it, I'll control myself.
There's no doubt that this guy is the one who targeted the president, sir.
It takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of an audience. Detective, bring him here, courteously.
Hey, you guys, bring him here.
Well. He's not carrying an umbrella, and his left arm is bandaged.
You there, state your name.
My name is... Okay. What should this voice? This guy is like, he has like kind of a fancy upper. He has a handlebar mustache. My name is John Doe. 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 There you go. John Doe. Oh, John Doe. That is an unusual name. That is correct. This man. Have I seen him somewhere before?
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
You know my name?
Yes. I have been observing your investigation. May I ask why you called me here?
We are searching for the assassin who attempted to murder the president. Do you recognize this red raincoat?
I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I do not.
I believe that this raincoat belongs to the assassin.
Oh my, that is terrible indeed.
I love this guy's ice cream. It's kind of mesmerizing to watch. This person should also have a severe injury on the left side of their body. Precisely like yours.
I have no relation to this.
A stare down, mano mano. It's like they're firing the laser beams right out of their eyes. So, what happens next?
Obviously a confrontation, pal. A battle between wits, between two gentlemen.
Should I hear his explanation? I would love to hear his explanation.
A witness might lie or misunderstand. If you find a contradiction in their statement, you should present evidence, pal.
Press the R button to look at the organizer. Okay. All right, so we have to okay. So this is the mechanic of Ace Attorney games I really wanted to see. I've never played an Ace Attorney game, so I'm excited for this part.
At that time, you press the witness for more details.
To press the L button.
All right, sir. Could you give us a demonstration, please?
Go, Mr. Prosecutor. You're America's best. She just won't quit. All right.
I understand the person in the raincoat was suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof? Clearly, my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat.
You didn't wear a raincoat. That's your claim?
Yes, not everyone uses a raincoat for protection against the rain. I am an umbrella person after all.
I'm definitely a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. This wasn't what I wanted to talk about.
I hope you understand. I am not the assassin.
Unfortunately, leaving a testimony unexamined goes against my principles.
How troublesome. I am but a simple ice cream salesman. Oops.
Wait, is he, he's using the same rag he's holding the ice cream with to clean his blood? You know, it adds iron, I guess.
Please excuse me. In the panic earlier, my wound seems to have reopened.
There's no mistaking that the owner of this raincoat is the assassin. Furthermore, the owner has an injured left arm. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colors for all to see. Rebuttal.
I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof. Clearly, my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. I guess it'd be inevitable to lose an umbrella in the panic, sir.
Do you also intend to say that it was inevitable his wound just happened to open somehow?
So then, it wasn't?
All we know is the assassin's left arm is injured. Mr. Doe has an injury. His left arm is even bleeding.
Very suspicious, sir.
The problem is how to link this fact to Mr. Doe. I should use the R button to open up. Okay, alright, so let's see. So if I open up my organizer.
I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious.
It's the same. It's literally the same shape. Okay, I'm gonna present this. Your testimony clearly contradicts this piece of evidence.
Prosecutor Edward, can't you see my ice cream is melting?
The problem now is not your ice cream, but your testimony.
I would say the real problem lies within your statement.
I was wrong. I should only present evidence when I'm sure that It is a contradiction! Wait, what? Okay, we're gonna press him. So you admit the person in the red raincoat is suspicious?
Yes, I've been watching your investigation from the audience seating. An assassin. How dreadful.
I'm very confused on what we can possibly do. Because I want to present this raincoat as evidence. And if we check it, we can see that the stain is there. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna present it again. It's quite simple, really. You've fallen right into my trap. Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different. Because you left this behind!
You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me.
Or perhaps
You have evidence that proves otherwise.
Mr. Doe, Mr. Doe, is your injury alright? The wound seems to have opened.
Indeed, it has. Quite troublesome.
Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped had your wounds not opened up.
What do you mean?
There's no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured. And I can prove that person was you. With this! The ice cream is sweating. On the inside of this raincoat, there was a small blood stain. It's the blood of the assassin.
Oh!
Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal! You'll cause an international incident!
No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat and the blood from your bandaged arm. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president.
I am not the assassin.
You don't know when to give up? If all of this was a game of chess, you would have been checkmated a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully. He seems to be completely unfazed.
I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine.
He confessed, sir! Arrest him! Arrest him!
However, that does not mean I shot the president.
All right.
What's that, pal?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, all you have proven is that I wore the raincoat. What sort of crime is that? I am no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Are you satisfied this time?
His story's getting fishier by the minute. He is really suspicious. Glaring at me won't help. We've got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's gotta be the assassin.
I see. That is certainly not me.
What?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the one who wore a red raincoat?
Whether he was or not, the person behind the photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and his intensity. Okay. So, he put on the red raincoat. What other evidence can we show him? Maybe we can press him again? Let's press him again. But you yourself did not run.
No, I did not.
Aha! What were you doing then?
Amidst the panic, someone gave me a wound, a big wallop. I was in terrible pain. It felt like sparks would shoot from my eyes. But
in reality, no sparks came out. Sparks don't come out of people's eyes, Kay. The person who wore the red raincoat is the assassin. That's very clear from the photo. However, Mr. Doe is saying that person wasn't him.
That's just some sort of story he made up, sir. Rip off his disguise, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, and this isn't Scooby-Doo. Yes, in any case, I need to start exposing his lies. That's right. In order to do that, we should press him for more details. Alright, let's press him. As an ice cream salesman, you must know quite a bit about the ice cream.
But of course, ask me anything you wish.
Prove you're an ice cream salesman. Curses. I don't know anything about ice cream.
What's the most important thing about making ice cream?
Mr. Edgeworth.
The most important thing about making ice cream is honor. Honor?
To make ice cream?
Without honor, ice cream is nothing more than just sweet ice. Do you understand? I am just a simple ice cream salesman.
That's gonna be my defense for everything. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. That's all I do. Alright, if you're a simple ice cream salesman, then explain... this gun. Your statement just now, it contradicts this piece of evidence!
Is that so?
Do you need glasses?
No, I don't. Is that so? Do you need hearing aids?
God, there's no contradiction. I should take another look at the evidence while I still listen to his testimony. Okay, let's press him more. Let's press him more. Get some more information out of him. Why did you use a raincoat instead of an umbrella?
Is it strange to wear a raincoat on a rainy day?
It's strange to purposely wear a raincoat when you can't get your arm into it.
If both my hands were occupied, I wouldn't be able to serve ice cream.
Why didn't you mention that in your testimony earlier?
I'm terribly sorry. It must have slipped my mind.
After all, I had just gone through all that. All that?
The shooting of the president, of course.
Look at this smug guy just like twirling his ice cream cone. All I did was put on that red trench coat and listen to the president's speech. Oh. Can we show the photos? Your testimony clearly contradicts this piece of evidence.
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Can't you see my ice cream is melting? The problem now is not your ice cream, but your testimony.
I would say the real problem lies within your statement.
I was wrong. Okay, here we go. The man on the left side of the stage was exceptionally quick. A Mr. Ethan Rook, if I recall. How does he know the guard's name? You know what I mean? There's no way.
It's all so simple. It seems you aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all. You think too highly of me, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Why would a simple ice cream salesman sell ice cream? Be eating his own supply? That's right, I caught you digging into your own supply. No self-respecting ice cream salesman would do that.
The name of the bodyguard? Surely you jest. Didn't you say their names just a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook, correct?
This is the diagram of the security plans. We learnt their names from this. However, please look. Only their surnames are written here. Oh, you distinctly said Ethan Rook. How did you know his full name when we did not?
That's pretty weird, sir.
Why do you know his name? Explain yourself.
That was merely a slip of the tongue.
It's true. This guy's the assassin.
Young lady, you're being a little hasty. The reason I knew his name is quite simple.
What?
I am an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's.
What?
He and I have a bit of a connection. His name is one that I'll never forget.
Mr. Edgeworth, these have done a big fat lie.
This is not a lie. I'm simply just an ice cream salesman. I didn't do it. I'm just an ice cream salesman. And an acquaintance of Ethan Rook.
In that case, let's just ask Rook himself about this. Whether or not he's acquainted with this dubious ice cream salesman.
As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He is currently busy with the president's security, after all. Besides, even if I am an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's, does that prove that I fired the gun?
If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat?
It was a little hot, and the rain had stopped. I wanted to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that?
I just can't seem to corner him. What do you mean? We got him dead to rights, just take him in.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him. That man's so suspicious, I'd arrest him myself.
Arrest him without any evidence? What do you mean? There's plenty of evidence. Also, I love the crowd. How could I do such a thing? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? Breaking news, the criminal is on the verge of escaping the prosecutor.
Oh dear, they're already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I've been suspected this far, it seems I will have to tell the truth.
The truth? What is he up to?
I saw another person wearing a red hood. And I'm only mentioning it now when...
What do you mean, what? What?
What?
Surely that was the person in the photo. I first noticed him right before the speech when it was still raining. He caught my eye because his raincoat was the same color as mine. In his hand I saw a laser pointer which was aimed directly at the president.
It can't be. There was another person wearing a red hood?
I knew that if I wore a red raincoat I'd be mistaken for the assassin. That's why I took it off the raincoat.
You saw an assassin wearing the same color hood as yours? Wouldn't that be a nice coincidence?
That's what I expected you would say, which is why I did not testify as such. Prosecutors and the police are a suspicious lot. I knew that nobody would believe me. At the moment of the incident, the assassin was very close to the prosecutor.
Prosecutor? I only arrived after the incident.
Not you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. That prosecutor over there.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you should be visible in that photo.
Oh my god, we were right. It's him. Here, right in front of the person in the red hood.
That's me, alright. What's your point?
What's this man driving at?
I've been observing your investigation this entire time, Professor Edgeworth, Prosecutor Edgeworth, and I noticed something strange.
Something strange?
Seems you still haven't noticed this contradiction yet.
A contradiction?
Well, I'm just repeating your words! In this photo, the people who can be seen are the Chief, Mr. Payne, and the assassin.
I don't see anything strange.
Please look carefully about the circumstances during the President's speech. I believe you are holding evidence that contradicts in this photo.
The bullet's trajectory? Take that! Honestly, I'm not sure, but I'll present this. Mr. Edgeworth! Is it really okay to present evidence you're not sure about?
In times like this, maybe we should hold back, sir.
Yes, quite right. I didn't mean to...
It's a shame, but maybe you should just accept your mistake and try again.
Not good. President raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch. Oh, and he's raising his fist in the air in this photo. Take that! It seems you've noticed. Mr. Edgeworth, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know. There's a person missing from this photograph. Huh? Who is it?
Yes, it's rather strange. Someone who should be there, but is not.
Oh my god. Okay. Nicole should be here because she was recording it, right? Take that! Huh?
Miss Swift?
Oh.
Why would you say that? Mr. Payne's voice was recorded on Miss Swift's tape. He was whispering quietly with the chief prosecutor. Those are folks from standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. They kept on whispering to each other. It seems Miss Swift was near Mr. Payne when he recorded the speech. Ah, but she isn't anywhere in this photo.
That is correct. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, who is the one you should be pursuing?
Nicole Swift, would you mind giving your testimony? Come on, it feels weird when you talk to me all formal like that. It's fine, I ain't got nothing to hide. It ain't like I stayed in one spot while I was recording. I was moving around with the audience area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have been snapped from a different time out to my tape recording. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think. Miss Swift's tape recorded a conversation between my colleagues, Mr. Payne and the chief prosecutor. Why would Nicole be lying? That That would mean...
It means Nicole Swift is the assassin, pal.
Y'all gotta be kidding me. I ain't done nothing like that. Be that way as it may, however, there is a contradiction in your testimony. Huh? I don't reckon so, no sir. It appears I must reveal this contradiction with evidence. The president putting his fist in the air is the same as in the recording. Can you see the president with his fist raised in the air? What about it? Miss Swift, might we hear your tape one more time? Nuh-uh, you ain't gonna hear a word the way you've been treating me. Would you rather we charge you with obstruction of justice and seize it from you? Fine, you win. I'm no match for you, Mr. Prosecutor. The question is, during which part of his speech did the president raise his fist?
No matter what sort of haters criminal organization there is, I will not allow them to exist.
The president raises his fist in the air, the atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch.
Aha!
Oh, whoops.
Aha! Raises his fist straight from the horse's mouth, sir.
This tape was recorded at the same moment the president raised his fist over his head. That means... Oh, Nicole not being in this photo is really strange. Oh, but she is in the photo. Right here. The person in the red hood was you, Nicole Swift.
Ah! You're the real assassin, aren't you, pal?
That ain't so. I ain't never worn that red raincoat. This red raincoat in question belongs to... Don't you get it? It can only belong to one person.
I don't get it. Who is that one person, sir?
Wait. I'd like to take back what I just said. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this was your first day on the job, Mr. Prosecutor. Uh-oh. I shall remember the details of Mr. Joe's, especially the numerous things I found out about the raincoat. Alright, it's John Doe. The raincoat owner is Mr. Doe. That much has been proven. You were wearing something else, a different red hood.
You mean there were two red hoodies, sir?
Mr. Doe's last testimony was true. But we didn't find any other red raincoats. Miss Swift, what was it you told us earlier about your parka? Oh, you mean when I said it ain't worried about it getting all dirty? It's reversible, so all you gotta do is turn it inside out and... Ah! As I thought. Mr. Edgeworth, the inside of her parka is... Indeed. And during the incident, she was using that side.
What? Hey, pal, what's the big idea?
You're wrong. I've been wearing it like this the whole day. Well then, will you allow me to examine your parka? What are you expecting to find? We know it was raining prior to the president's speech. I believe you said earlier. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need on Tuesday is my parka. Oh, not Tuesday. Well, whatever. If you really didn't turn your parka inside out, then the inside should be completely dry. Hang on a minute, I ain't taking this off heavy backpack and putting it back on again. Sorry, but can't we do this another time?
You think you fooled Mr. Edgeworth with that, pal? Alright then, pal, if we're really wrong, prove it. Show us the inside of that parka.
It wasn't me. I ain't no assassin. Miss Swift, if you want me to believe that, you're going to have to cooperate with us. Will you tell us why you wore your parka inside out? I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I have my reasons, honest. I'll tell you everything. Just quit bullying me. Whoa. Whose voice was that? Hold on a sec. It's a little too early for the end game. Hold on a sec. It's a little too early for the end game. Hey, you in the fancy suit. Haven't you been jumping the gun ever since your opening move? This man was in Kay's photo. Whoa, I guess I should introduce myself first. My name is... Dang, look how cool he is. Oh, he's still going. Okay, alright. Horace Knightley, the president's bodyguard. Second in command of his personal security unit. Ah! Watch it, pal. That's not a toy. Whoa, my bad. She just wants to come out and play. Can't seem to help it. Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer? She's a lady of Zhang Fa. Only the president's bodyguards are authorized to use it. Anyway, back to business. I've got some news for you. There's some good news and some bad news. Which one do you want to hear first? It makes no difference. Sorry. It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish. You sure? I'm giving you the first move. Alright, I gotcha. I'll start with my pawn. It seems you enjoy chess. You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit? It's Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess. Is that so? Well then, Chess Master Edgeworth, I'll start with the good news. The president's safe. Not a scratch on him. Really? That's great, pal.
It seems the younger lady was not a murderer after all.
Good for you, Nicole. But Whoa there, now don't forget, there's still bad news. The president's safe because his bodyguards protected him. Actually, I had nothing to do with it. It was the leader who protected him, at the cost of his own life. That would be the other bodyguard, Rook, was it? Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the president. What?
Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame.
That means, Nicole, that also means that the ice cream salesman is in the clear if he was lying because we can't talk to Rook anymore. It means that the little lady killed him, my brother in arms. That ain't true. I ain't a murderer. Whoa there, pipe down, little Miss Murderer. Jeez, even if we had to make a sacrifice to protect the king, it was a pretty bad move, that castling.
Sacrifices and castles? What's he talking about, sir?
They're all chess terms. He's saying that Rook's life was exchanged for the president's.
This guy sure talks funny, sir.
Horace Knightley, was it? What do you want? I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. And if it's possible, I'd like to question the president. Sorry, but can't let you do that. What? I got another piece of news for you. And this one's a doozy. There's another piece of news. From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Zhang Fa police. What?
What's going on here, pal?
This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere.
You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right?
The president knows about you solving the Yatagarusu case. I'm honored. That's why the chief prosecutor designated you to be in charge of the case. It seems the chief prosecutor made a little appeal to the president. But it looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you'd have this kind of reaction. It's the president's orders. If you oppose it, it'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Nah. Hey, little lady, get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside the president's plane. No. I didn't do nothing. Hey now, don't be a baby. You scared of little Zhang Fa justice? I just point a gun at you. Mr. Prosecutor, please. Please help me. Miss Swift? It appears Miss Swift has got into a real bind this time. This might be work for her new album, though. It's clear that Miss Swift wasn't the person in the red hood. No, it's clear that Miss Swift was the person in the red hood, but that doesn't mean that the whole truth has been revealed. I really didn't do it. Please believe me. Is it really alright for it to end this way? All I see is a girl with eyes full of fear, pleading for help. Certainly so not someone who has committed a heinous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to darkness. Ah! Ah!
Whoa.
What? What the? You? What? What is happening?
Silence. What the? Is an impolite way to greet someone. Your neck injury has yet to heal, and you've already forgotten?
No, not you, not now.
It seems you remembered.
Hey, what are you doing? Cut it out, pal. You got some nerve to do that right in front of a detective and a prosecutor. Stop.
Stay out of this. He's way out of your league. Mr. Doe, who on earth are you? I am not merely a simple ice cream salesman. I knew it. He's a professional assassin. His name's Shelly the Killer. What? Okay. There's no one in law enforcement who doesn't know the name The Killer. An assassin who will carry out any request without fail. He was once involved in a case I handled.
It's been a while, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I do believe this is our first face-to-face meeting.
The real assassin was you all along.
That is correct. I received a request from a key individual to take the president's life.
I should have seen his face before in the case files. Curses! I was careless.
I'm glad I had this knife inside my bandage before I entered the park, even though my calculations were a little off.
Knife? Not a gun?
Now, Mr. Knightley, shall we play that game you love so much? Of course, the stakes will be your life.
What are your demands?
I want you to relinquish investigative authority back to Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Investigative authority? What are you playing at?
I simply want you to allow Edgeworth to continue his investigation.
Huh? Why do you want that?
Rook is an opponent who is connected to me by fate. I would like to discover the truth about his death. When that man died, the investigative authority was transferred to you. I am simply asking you to give that back to the prosecutor. With your life at stake, this really isn't the time to be stubborn.
Why, you're just using the investigation to get close to the president.
And what if I am? Indeed, in order to continue the investigation,
it is necessary that we enter the president's plane. As the latest president in command, I can't let you in that plane.
Oh, I thought you were the second in command.
Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge.
I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was.
What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now.
Very well. In that case, please exercise judgment befitting of a leader. You can lose your life here, needlessly, or you will allow the investigation to continue.
He's using the investigation as an excuse. Why would he go to all that trouble? What is this man thinking?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I trust that you have no objections. Let us continue the investigation.
Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do, sir?
For now, we have no choice but to accept his proposal.
At least we'll be able to investigate. But listen well, detective. I'll use the investigation to buy us time. Meanwhile, gather up all your men. Surround the president's plane so that he cannot escape.
Right, roger that, sir.
To be continued. Dang. Well, that's exciting. So to be continued in the next episode.